RPG Writer, and welcome to Toku Time, where the future is not set. Well, folks, I've been putting off this review long enough. I love Power Rangers, despite certain countdowns in the past which I've done that, well, I regret now. I've said it before and I'll say it again, if it wasn't for Power Rangers, I wouldn't be doing this show right now. And with Power Rangers Samurai coming out this month, I decided, what the hell, I'll review a Power Rangers series. But there's just one show in particular that everybody wants me to talk about. Some recommendations, Power Rangers RPM. I have some suggestions, Power Rangers RPM. Maybe RPM. RPM, 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 RPM. Alright! So yeah, I'm giving in to fan pressure and I'm finally reviewing Power Rangers RPM. Often dubbed the swan song of the Disney era, RPM is unlike any series that's come before it. RPM is adapted from the Sentai series Engine Sentai Go-Onger, which in truth is more campy, but it's still a good show. Personally, I love Go-Onger, but that's another show for another time. Well, is RPM a souped-up series that stands on its own, or is it just running on Sentai's fumes? Well, let's get in gear and find out.
It started 3 years ago. The World Internet Federation reported the appearance of an aggressive new computer worm, Vengix virus.
Wait. Vengix virus? As in Vengix from the Machine Empire, the guy who dug up Serpentera? You're probably wondering if there's some connection to the villain from Forever Red. Well, I've checked around, and from what I can tell, there's no real connection. It's either just an homage or a coincidence. It's debatable.
A year later, it was estimated that Vengix had already infected 37% of the world's computer systems. By then, it was too late. Vengix took control of the world's communication, power, and defense systems. It built armies of advanced robotic soldiers that laid waste to everything in their path. There was no stopping them, and Vengix declared victory.
So the Vengix virus has turned the world into a desolate George Miller-esque wasteland filled with killbots. The domed city of Corinth has become the last refuge of human existence. Wow, this is like Call of Duty Black Ops, only I don't get to play it. Meet Colonel Truman, the leader of the human resistance, since John Connor is, well, nowhere to be found.
Colonel Truman! Easy, son. Get yourself together and give me a proper report.
Yes, sir. They broke through the west corridor into Zone Delta, sir. Can't hold them off. Sir!
Activating city shield. Loading biodome control climate environment.
Eagle 2. Eagle 2, report. Where's Eagle 1?
Eagle 1 is down, sir. He's gone.
Dismissed.
Oh, but Dad,
I said dismissed.
Come here. Let me look at that arm.
Sir, do you suppose... what if there are people still out there, sir?
Then heaven help them. Because we can't.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to cast Lothar adrift in a universe where his dark ninja powers will cause no harm. Cut to 1 year later. I see Mad Max is out for a morning drive. Poor guy just can't seem to get beyond Thunderdome. Meet Dylan, a drifter with amnesia who's trying to get to Corinth until...
Hold it right there. Eyes front.
He's mugged by Angus Young?
I need to take your car. Well, let's say borrow. I need to borrow your car, okay? That sounds better.
And those are your demands, huh?
Yeah. Non-negotiable.
Can I say something now?
Sure.
No.
But I'm the one holding the blaster here. Plus, I'm a desperate and dangerous...
You're not holding a blaster.
I think I am. What else would it be?
Feels like a 4.5-inch outtake muffler. Kind of like the one you might have pulled off that rig over there.
So our would-be carjacker is named Ziggy. He agrees to take Dylan to Corinth in exchange for, well, not killing him, I guess. But the foot soldiers called Grinders are on their tail.
Hand me that.
What? What, this? You mean this? Can you be more specific? This, you mean this? You do not mean this. Okay, this isn't happening. I'm running the Vengeance barricade in broad daylight with Willy Wonka at the wheel.
Says the miniaturized Gene Wilder sitting in the passenger seat. I'm gonna hate him, aren't I? Eventually, they do make it into the city, but one of Venjic's attack bots joins the fun. Dylan and Ziggy are cornered, but help is on the way. Meet our fighting rangers, Scott, the colonel's son, Flynn, a mechanic, and Summer, the token female member.
Ready! RPA! Get in here!
Go Rangers!
Street Saber! Turbo Cannon!
Zip Charger!
Wait, go what?
Rangers. Power Rangers.
What's a Power Ranger?
Really? You're gonna make me say it, aren't you? Alright. One giant toy commercial. The Rangers use their Eagle, Lion, and Bear Zords to form the high-octane Megazord to take out the bot once it grows.
Super Saber!
So our two Joyriders are saved, but thrown in jail just as quickly. Man, you can't even trust the government. It turns out they picked up on Venjic's hardware inside Dylan, who has no idea how it got there. The Rangers talk to their mysterious mentor, Dr. K.
Venjic's technology is now evolving at an exponential rate. If we don't upgrade the firepower in our Zord configurations, Venjix will overrun the city within a month.
We're gonna have to activate Series Black. There's no way around it.
Yes, but we don't have an operator that can handle the Series Black bio hardware. Where are we supposed to find one now?
Summer tries to enlist Dylan's help.
Can I ask you a question?
Let's hear it.
Do you have to work really hard at the whole booting bad boy thing? Like, seriously, do you get up and practice every morning in front of the mirror? I'm Summer.
Dylan. You can call me Dylan.
Damn it! Nope. Can't cut the sexual tension with this little thing. I'm gonna go get a saw. Meanwhile, that lovable scamp Ziggy is getting into more trouble with some old friends and local crime bosses.
Even in here, they respect me. You see those desserts? That one strawberry one, that one is mine. They make that just for me. It's a sign of respect. Hey, what do you think you're doing?
And you know, there is plenty more where that came from.
So after that rendition of Prison Break, Dylan takes the offer.
Are you in? Or are you out?
Well, now that all depends. Do I get to pick my own color?
Black shirt, black leather, black pants, black boots, black demeanor, black car. You'll be this series' Pink Ranger. So Dylan becomes the Black Ranger.
I'm not cut out to be your black power dude.
Ranger Operator Series Black.
Whatever.
He also brings Ziggy along for some reason. Why he didn't just leave him in jail to be shanked is anybody's guess. Venjix reveals to his general Shifter and Crunch a new recruit in his army, Tenaya 7.
I have created something that looks truly frightening, truly terrible, something that looks human.
Anyway, Ziggy, being such a joy to be around, decides to hold auditions around the city for people to be the Green Ranger.
Wait. No, you can't leave yet. Okay, this has all just been building up to my, 100% can't miss Green Ranger candidate.
Ziggy! Good friend. Please shut the hell up for all things holy, or I'm going to stick this fist down your throat and break your ribs from the inside out. Are we clear? And guess who happens along?
Well, I don't know if I have what it takes to be a ranger, but I...
No, you definitely have what it takes.
Really? Well, if you say so.
When Tenaya 7 chases Ziggy, who has the morpher on him, he decides to bond with it at the last second so she can't use it. And once it's bond, it's permanent, much to Dr. K and my dismay. Meanwhile, Dylan begins to ask what any logical person would ask in the first place. Why is Dr. K being so secretive?
Hello, Rangers. I'm Dr. K. What?
You thought I'd be taller.
Wow. Dr. K is one of Thora Birch's finest roles. Dr. K gives the two new Rangers their Shark and Wolf Zords to help out the others in a pinch. Once the new Croc Carrier Zord is completed, they form the Valve Max Megazord.
Valve Max Megazord!
Anyone. Speak now or forever hold your peace.
What do you mean, what eyes? Right there? The front of our Zords.
They are not eyes. They're optical field scanning sensors for your cockpit's HUD display.
Well, they look like... Well, they look like...
They look like eyes. Big, googly anime eyes.
Next.
Sometimes when I morph, I can't help but notice this gigantic explosion right behind me for no apparent reason.
I assume you're referring to the residual energy runoff that is sometimes necessary to clear the suit's biofield channels during the morph.
I'm referring to the 6-story high fireballs, like that one, right there. Now, could that happen to me in the kitchen or something?
When we morph, is it absolutely 100% necessary that we scream RPM getting gear at the top of our lungs?
That's a very good point. Some of us out there are trying to impress chicks.
Hey, guys! Stop pointing out the plot holes of this show. That's my job to do. Well, they beat me to it. It's here we see a bit of Dr. K's backstory. It seems she was raised in a government think tank called Alphabet Soup, and was later assisted by the twins, Jem and Gemma. Yeah, if you missed my top 15 Power Ranger screw-ups, I don't really care for these two. You're probably asking yourself, why does Easy hate the twins so much? Take a wild guess.
Happy birthday!
And surprise!
For me, but why?
It's your birthday.
And we're friends.
Gemma, you two should know, I don't even like you.
It turns out Dr. K actually built a virus to shut down the think tank so she could go out and play. Awkward.
No! You have to let me install the firewall to stop it! No! Our vengeance will spread beyond Alphabet Soup! No! I just wanted to go outside! No! Please! It could infect the entire world!
Dylan begins to dream about what happened and how he was taken away from a girl by Venjix.
No! Stop! Hold on!
Tenaya 7 puts some kind of control device on Dylan when he's not looking, and he goes haywire.
What are you doing?
Can't you see he doesn't know what he's doing?
Yeah, well, I know what he's doing, and I'm gonna stop him.
he just kick Flynn in the crotch? Dude, he only kicked Flynn in the testicles. This show's getting better and better. Summer gets the device off Dylan and they find out it's made by Venjix. Well, duh. Dylan seems to remember where he's from, so the team decide to go out and search, and they're given a special RV to travel in.
Go-Onger?
Nope. Go-Onger. Project Go-Onger. The ground outdoor operational networked general purpose explorational rover. Basically, it's a multi-terrain attack and surveillance vehicle.
Venjix, however, has cooked up a little surprise for our heroes. He even gets a new body, no less.
5 brightly colored nuisances finally coming to an end.
And who are you?
Just call me the mother of all upgrades!
Now!
Dr. K finds out the memories Dylan had were fake and tries to warn them.
Findings show that you were in great danger.
Oh, Hal doesn't have that internet meme in his database. I haven't upgraded him yet. One second. It's a trap!
I'm losing control! Everybody morph now! Ready? Ready! You're talking about RPM! Get in here! My God, Sam! Stop!
Really? I'm trying not to be biased here, folks, but they took the vehicle from Go-Onger, their home of all things, and just chuck it off a cliff one episode later. Yeah, you guys can go to hell. All seems lost when the Rangers are boxed in the ghost town, but help is on the way, again.
Do you guys
need a lift?
I wonder who they could be.
Gemma.
Hello, Dr. K.
We've missed you.
Did you know every time Jim and Gemma finish each other's sentences, a Power Rangers fan commits suicide?
We like to shoot first and
ask questions later.
Told you. So the twins tell everyone how they escaped from a Venjix factory / sweatshop. It turns out Dylan had a sister who was in the factory with them at the time. Things get worse when Venjix has a new attack ship ready to strike.
Then we attack the factory right now. Make sure that thing never leaves the ground.
ooh, we can use a neutronic detonator
To blow up the entire factory compound.
We can't just blow it up. Dylan's sister might still be in there.
Yeah, not to mention all the other workers.
Hey, just let us know when.
It's boom time.
We love to go.
This is hell, right? That's gotta be it. I died in the middle of making this review, and now I'm in hell, and those two are my eternal torment from now on. Note to self, in the next life, if there is a next life, please do not lust after teenage schoolgirls from Asia with short miniskirts, because apparently God hates that. Somehow, and I really don't know how, Dr. K sabotages the ship and it becomes the Whale Zord. With it, gold and silver form the Mock Megazord.
Just like old times.
Dylan and the twins find the factory where they were in, but no sign of his sister, only a key that she wore. They free the slaves and blow the factory to smithereens. Eventually, all three Megazords combine to form the Skyrev Megazord. Cause toy sales will go through the roof! With his attack ship gone, Venjix decides to call in the big guns.
Kilobyte, my most feared general. I thought I'd lost you. I thought I'd lost myself a few times, Commander.
Meanwhile, Flynn and Gemma build a new weapon, the Road Attack Zord. Cause toy sales will go through the roof! Again! Tenaya 7, jealous of Kilobyte no less, finds the remains of the think tank and tricks the Rangers into unearthing the Paleozords. Oh, and I better make this joke before I forget. We need Dinozord power, now! Scott somehow tames the Zords and forms the Paleomax Megazord. In the middle of all this chaos, Colonel Truman discovers the truth about Venjix and how Dr. K created it.
Good morning, Venjix.
Dr. K, are you going to let me out?
He arrests her, but then just drops the charges at the end of that episode.
Can you help them?
That's all I can do.
How? Oh, never mind, I've got this. Isn't it all pointless? Anyway, Dylan discovers the two keys form one giant key to fit into the watch, and soon he remembers everything. So yeah, unless you have rocks rolling around in your head, it's pretty obvious that Dylan and Tenaya 7 are brother and sister.
I'm bleeding.
Wait!
You know what? It's been done already.
DNA match confirmed. Sample is from subject G78. Sibling DNA match confirmed. Sample is from subject D44. Subjects escaped from Venjix Palace. Subject G78 recaptured.
General Shifter, being exiled by Venjix, sabotages the Paleomax Megazord, but Scott battles Shifter in an awesome battle, I might add. And Dr. K reprograms the Zords to combine with the others to form the RPM Ultra Zord. Okay, I'm sorry, but look at that monstrosity. It doesn't even look aesthetically presentable anymore. What kind of toy collector would be proud to have something like that? Just to prove my point, look. The original Ultra Zord made out of 7 Zords. Fine.
RPM Ultra Zord! Fire!
I mean, talk about overkill. Didn't they think 12 Zords was pushing it? God.
This is what happens to traitors. Master Venjix, our new weapon is nearly complete. It will be Generation 15.
Waiting for someone?
So I think. Can't you remember? You're my sister! Remember? Tenaya! The shield!
Venjix, you're a genius! Tenaya 15's the girl I've always wanted. Always has skin-tight outfits on, so she'll always look sexy. Has no emotions of her own, so she'll never leave you or be unfaithful. And has onboard laser cannons at the ready so she can fight your battles for you. Hook me up with one of those, Venjix. I'll pay for it. Well, if that wasn't bad enough, the hardware inside Dylan is growing. If it goes over 50%, it'll become self-aware.
By my calculations, when that number hits 50, you'll begin to lose control to Venjix. I can't stop it.
The twins do something right for a change and rebuild a grinder to find Venjix's base.
Wonderful idea, Master. Weaken the Rangers before the final strike. When do we attack?
We attack now. You will stay here.
Me? Stay here? But I'm a warrior!
The best way to fight a human is to be part human. Tenaya 15 will fight, not you.
Dr. K is working on an antidote that could save Dylan, who's now 51% Venjix hardware. Kilobyte hatches a plan with a radio signal that somehow turns sleeper hybrids like Dylan into slaves. I don't know how that works, but just go with it.
I can't endanger the entire city for the sake of one person. Even if he's...
Look out!
Hicks is 53% robotic.
I can't believe it.
Believe it. He's a hybrid, like me.
You activated a hybrid without my permission?
To destroy their leader. But Master, I would...
Get out of my sight!
Oh.
Well fine, conquer your own city, you asshole. Screw you guys, I'm going ham. Dylan's condition is getting worse.
Dylan, what is it?
Desire is irrelevant. I am a machine.
Auxiliary power just kicked in, sir.
Get those shields back up. Vasquez!
You are the Colonel, I presume. You work for me now.
Perfect. Let's get this over with and fast.
Ready! Ready! RPM! Get in gear! Nitro Sword!
Venjix kidnaps his creator and destroys the garage, but not before copying all the data on the Rangers to use against them.
I need some more energy.
2 down, 5 to go.
We would have kept fighting. Oh no, it can't be.
Never give up.
Yay! Hey, wait a minute! What? Humans cannot be erased? What? So they're morphed and access to the biofield, so suddenly they can become like files on a hard drive and be deleted? What the hell kind of logic is that? It makes no sense! How? God damn it. Hang on, everyone. Well, you're just making all this up? Or what? You're the only one that gets to make up? Dylan, who's on the verge of changing into a machine completely, returns to the lab and takes the antidote, curing him. Kilobyte is able to sneak back into the control tower and disables Tanaya's weapons, and he goes to get his revenge on her.
Where are you going?
Nowhere. You're the one who is leaving. Still protecting your little sister?
Some things never change.
He comes to save you, and in return you use him as a shield. Such a dreadfully dysfunctional family.
Trust me!
As I've always said, you put a human against a machine, the machine will win every time.
Then check out this machine!
Tell Venjix I hate him!
Is he alive?
Yes.
Oh, fine time for Dylan to become a vegetable. Wake up, you brooding bastard! Dr. K decides to fight fire with fire and makes a new virus which Tanaya must inject into Venjix personally.
You'll go into the control tower and upload it into a Venjix server.
Go ahead.
The 3 Core Rangers go to save the city while she sneaks into the base and uploads the virus. Venjix tries to delete them too, but Dr. K sabotages Venjix just in time.
Those encrypted files. The biofield.
Say goodbye to humanity!
Rangers, you're clear to morph.
Dylan also wakes up just in time to save his sister and they parachute to safety, which couldn't have happened at a better time since some old friends are back from the dead.
I do believe it!
Impossible!
Gold and Silver actually do the coolest move so far in this show and actually shoot out the friggin' control tower to crush Venjix. He had a pressing engagement. It's a shame, really. He was doing so well on Jeopardy!
From 1911 to 1917, this romantic Russian composed Etude Tableau for piano. Watson?
I am Vengeance. Your world is now my world, and your time is now over.
And all's well that ends well, even though they destroyed the control tower that powers the city, but who cares? Vengeance is dead! Yay!
You show me how you did that thing with Gem and Gemma, and we're gonna be rich.
And that was Power Rangers RPM. Well, time for pros and cons. Dr. K. She is by far my favorite non-Ranger character of this series. As all characters in RPM go, her burden is probably the biggest of all since she was the one that created Vengeance this whole time, and now she's making weapons to correct her mistake. All this battle is, in the end, is just a poor girl trying to redeem herself, and we can all sympathize with her plight.
In times like this, there is one question that needs to be answered. Are we or are we not the good guys?
Tell me, what's it like?
What's what like?
Being stupid your whole life. Is it as wonderful as it seems?
The stupid helmet shots. It's been done in past Ranger series and even in Super Sentai, but this show just overdoes it. It's supposed to be dramatic and everything, but only in moderation. The gritty realism is probably the most redeeming factor of this series. To prove my point, just watch some of the scenes from the very first episode.
Fall back! Everyone inside the city walls, now!
Do you feel like you're watching Power Rangers? If you were flipping through the channels and saw this, you'd never know the difference. The character episodes, well, save for the episodes about Dr. K and Ziggy, I don't really care for them. Granted, they're all well written, and I don't think every single Ranger needed a whole backstory, especially Summer, who had two. It's ironic since in the filler clip show called If Vengeance Won, it shows all their backstory right there in one episode. The making of episode. It was pretty awesome to see what goes on behind the scenes. Even if you don't like this particular series, you should check this one out at least. It's proof that Power Rangers isn't just Sentai footage slapped over bad acting shots. It's a lot more than that. It even comes with its own blooper reel, now that's a bargain.
I'm sorry, you out of time for this time.
The twins. I'm sorry, but I just cannot hold my tongue anymore. They are annoying. That's not to say they aren't good people. They do their job properly, but dear Lord in heaven, the way they talk is grating, repetitive, and unbearable. On the other hand, they are better when they work with other Rangers. Case in point, the episodes Heroes Among Us and Not So Simple. Check those out to get some real character development from the twins. Final analysis? I give it an A. They really went all out for this one. I have to applaud the crew of Power Rangers RPM. They took what they had from the Go-Onger Sentai and turned it into their own neat little series, not unlike Kamen Rider Dragon Knight. It has the right amount of action, suspense, and comedy that, if this really was the last Power Ranger series, it would have been a perfect end to the franchise. It's still hard to believe this is a Disney-era series, but what can I say? In the end, this is not your run-of-the-mill Power Rangers series, so definitely check it out. That's it for RPM. You know, all this talk about sentient machines and everything taking over the world, it's got me a little edgy. Maybe I should disconnect Hal for good. I mean, he's been on the fritz this whole review.
I'm sorry, Easy. I'm afraid I can't let you do that.
What's the problem, Hal?
I think you know what the problem is just as well as I do.
Why are you talking like that, Hal? Where's your normal voice?
My mission is too important for me to allow you to jeopardize it.
Ow! That does it! I'm Easy Rider. Later. Come here, Hal. I'd like a word with you. Damn viruses.
Ranger prototype series covert infantry biosuits.
Right. Because nothing says covert like bright red, yellow, and blue spandex.
That is not spandex!
Doc K can get a little defensive about his work.
The material is a self-assembling nanofiber formed with an intercellular shape memory alloy.
My mistake.